Boston Reading Workshop, we have been creating strong reading habits that will help us all year long. And one of the things we've done is we've chosen good reading spots, places where we can be super focused on whatever we have in front of us. We also did a good job coming up with a plan together to be super quiet. All of us agreed we need to make sure that people around us can concentrate and we can focus on our books too. And then yesterday, all of you had a chance to shop for some Just Right books. You came back with me and you picked some books and put them in the bag that would, you could get lost in those books and it'd keep you super engaged. Well, today we're gonna do something else to help us create strong reading habits. Today, we're gonna set a goal for the number of pages we're going to read during our independent reading. So I told you last week that my sons are athletes, they play sports. And athletes are like readers. They set goals for themselves too. When Simon gets done with one of his races in cross country, he'll set a goal for himself. He'll think about how it went, and then he'll try to think about what he can do to improve. Like if he had a really fast start, then maybe he wants to have a better finish. And one of his goals right now is to try to make his time 30 seconds faster than his last race. And Charlie's a basketball player, so he does the same thing. When he finishes a game, one of the things he always does is he sits back and thinks about what went well and what can I do to become a better basketball player. So for example, one game he might score 6 points, and he might decide the next game, I want to score more, like 8 or 10. I'm telling you this because readers can do the same thing. You guys can set goals for yourself. And today, you're going to set a goal of how much reading you think you can do during our 30 minutes of independent reading free. So what I'm going to have you do in just a minute is get a Just Right book out, and I'm going to set a timer for 1 minute, and you're going to see how much you can read, how many pages. Then when you're done, we're going to use that information to help us set a goal. Okay, so reach into your bags, get out one Just Right book. It could be a book you started, it could be a book you haven't started yet. Okay, open up to the page where you left off on. And when I say go, I want you to read until you hear the timer go off. Okay, ready? Go. Back to the big group. Okay, so now here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about how many pages you read, and I want you to show me with your fingers. If you read 1 page, put up 1. If you read 2, 2. If you read only half a page, put your finger up halfway. Show me how many pages you've read. Readers over here, I need to see how many pages you read. Okay, thank you. Hands down. 1 moment, sir. 1 moment, sir. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. We're going to read for 30 minutes today. If you add 1 finger up, that means you can read about 1 page a minute. So if you stretch that out, that's about 30 pages. If you read more than 1 page, like 2 or 3, then you're going to read for more than, you can read more than 30 pages, like maybe your number will be 40. If you only had half a finger up, then you're going to read probably less than 30 pages today, which will be about 15. So to help you keep track of this, I have a slip of paper for you. At the top, it shows the page you're starting on. It shows your goal, how many pages you think you can read. And then, at the end, we're gonna write down how many you actually read and do a quick reflection on it. So, to help you get ready, would you think about the number of pages you think that you're going to read today? Remember, if you had one finger up, you're probably gonna read around 30. 2 fingers, more than that, like maybe 40. And if you had half a finger up, then you're probably gonna read less than 30, like 15. When you know what you're gonna say, give me a thumbs up. Shorter hair. Okay, back to the big group, please. Thank you for wrapping up your conversations. Okay, so I listened in with Alex and Janelle over here, and Alex, his goal is to try to read about 14 or 15 pages today. And Janelle read a whole page in a minute, so she thinks she can read about 30. So readers, that's your learning target today, to try to create those strong reading habits by setting a goal for how many pages you're going to read. When the paper passers give you one of these, go off to your spots, get started. You're gonna hear me say, set the timer, and then you'll know when our 30 minutes have begun. Take the first couple of minutes just to fill out the top page you started on, and your goal. All right, here you go, paper passers. Temperance, will you help us out? I'm gonna hang around on the carpet. For anyone who's not sure what your goal might be, I'll hang around here for an extra minute or two to help you out. Awesome, look at these people getting off to their spots, getting started right away. Also, if you forgot where your reading spot was, since you only picked it a couple days ago, I'll stay here.
Bookmark.